ENANI REHTALB.
ENANI REHTALB. No, we're not introing like that.
Something different catches your attention.
Okay. No, we're leaving it in. It's Inane Blather, episode 137. Which, as you all know, is the one that I promised you. If we ever got to episode 137, I would announce that at the beginning of the episode. So here we are.
You did promise that, yeah.
Done.
Great job.
All right, good to go. And you guys carry it the rest of the show. So. It's time for karaoke with Danae and Natalie. Well, that'll be a fun episode. That's what we should do for streaming. Anyway, we'll talk about that.
That's what we should do.
We'll talk about that after the episode. It's episode 137 of Inane Blather, where we blather inanely. We often tackle difficult topics, how to handle things that happen to your family members, because as we all know,
mental illness is when you're right wing.
And that does happen to many. And it happens to many because
capitalism is bad.
But, you know,
That is so true.
I did have something to catch in the intro. We have the reviews are in for ENANI REHTALB, for Inane Blather. They're saying
ENANI REHTALB.
They're calling it 9/11, but good.
I just had to use that somehow. Yeah.
Awesome.
Either way, you can join our karaoke troupe. Karaoke troupe.
With an E.
Yeah. Something. There's got to be a
U?
Yeah, and I don't want to say karaoke clan. But even with the alliteration, you can join our
Club?
group, brainstorm more alliterative titles for our fun, fantastic group of loyal friends, communist bastards, and above all,
headstrong, stubborn, quibbling, self-centered, vindictive, obnoxious, hormonal, sexually preoccupied, evil, thieving, cross-dressing jerks.
Perfect. Good job, Marcel.
Perfect.
Yes, that's totally what I meant. So, I've been very busy. That's it. No, I've got a lot.
End of story.
Yep. No. But gosh, that's right. Every time I'll just never add applause to the soundboard or any sort of thing like that, and just always reference the fact that I don't have applause. So I'd be like, I got my building permit for my house on Friday. Just pretend that that's applause.
Yeah.
And
Dude, that's what they're saying. Dude.
Yes. I was saying boo earns, that sort of thing. And this morning I was out at my house and staked out with the project manager, staked out where it's gonna be. Really looked at next steps that I need to get done like immediately. Gonna be working on some landscaping so we can get this stuff done while there's still room and make it easier. And small wins. The same day, Doug, the host of the Inane Blather podcast, squeezed his his insurance for an additional $10,000 because I said you didn't give me enough money, and they gave it to me. Yeah, dude, yeah.
They're saying, Doog! Doog!
Oh, man. Sit down! There we go. But, they're saying Doog, you know?
It's pretty important to know that part.
That's exactly it. Thanks,
Otherwise
RM.
it doesn't make any sense.
Thanks, RM. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Inane Blather. I'm not the best at living my life.
It's okay. You don't have to apologize now. You know, it's okay.
How do I possibly figure out this impossible riddle? Thank you, life, you asshole.
Enough.
You can't get him to shut up.
Yeah. Do I get a word in on this podcast?
No. Never.
Danae, where are you?
I am in beautiful Ho Chi Minh City.
Mm-hmm. Still in Vietnam. What's it like?
Well, it's hot.
Yeah.
96 degrees.
Ooh, totally
Humid.
bone dry
70
though, right? Yeah.
76% humidity.
Yeah.
So
That sounds
just
awesome.
constantly sweating. Yeah, it's great. The week before last week, I was actually in Thailand.
Oh.
So that was great. And that was when we missed a week because Nat was sick. But I was out there for my friend's visa run for a minute, and that was lovely. But we're back in Vietnam.
Yes.
Yes.
Following the Ho Chi Minh Trail, as
Yes,
Robin Williams said in Good Morning Vietnam.
Yeah. It's actually interesting to be here at this time because it's the 50th anniversary of the war. And so they're getting prepared to celebrate Independence Day.
Of the war ending. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. Yeah, Independence Day.
It's
cool.
I don't know
When is
why
that?
it's considered independence because it was a civil war. But
and it brought them together.
It brought them together. Yeah. And that's on I want to say the 30th of April or something.
Happy Conglomeration Day.
Yeah,
Unity
but they've
Day.
been yeah, basically, and they've been getting they really like to go all out on things because they actually practiced with a full parade over the weekend.
Oh, that's the trial run.
Practice.
Yeah.
It was the trial run of the parade.
Sweet.
I have seen it, videos. I haven't actually seen it, but they have helicopters flying over the city with giant parcels hanging from them. I don't know why. They've got the full military. They want to show their strength to the world, and I kind of love it. So yeah, get it.
Despite the terrible regime on the other side of the world trying to squeeze them, they can do what they want.
Exactly.
What about you, Natalie?
I'm not in Vietnam. That sounds really interesting and cool. I was like, yeah, after they fucking kicked our asses, we didn't win.
Kicked your ass.
We didn't win anything, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I would be very proud to push out America left.
Hell yeah.
Tail
Yeah.
between their legs, you know? It's what a
Finally.
violent, bloody, awful, horrible thing to happen. And yeah,
With
it would be,
horrific,
I
literal
feel like it
war
would feel
crimes.
yeah, fuck you guys. We did this. Look what we did. You know, the Vietnamese people came together and conglomerated. But
They told
Yeah,
the
it sounds
United
like a lot of-
States,
They should definitely not be with guns telling people what to do.
Boom.
These guys.
exactly.
oh yeah. And yeah, that sounds like something to be proud of, which is hard to find over here in old US of A.
Oh, people take pride in all
Not-
sorts of stuff, but some of
Sure.
it rings a little hollow.
Yeah. But yeah, been good over here. Ooh, Seattle in the springtime. It's quite lovely. Went to a Sounders game over the weekend, first time. Very
Yeah, did
fun.
they win?
Sounders, I've heard 3-0.
Nice.
I've heard their games. This is the soccer team. Football.
The MLS team.
That I've heard their games are fun, and the tickets we got were through Humvee's work. They got 6 free tickets through the organization, and Umberto had to leave for a little bit to go up to one of the box seats because one of their donors and stuff like that had some internship program, whatever.
It was
So
where
anyways,
you
they
have
were
to
pretty
attend the timeshare meeting to be able to stay in the place.
yeah, because they have yeah, it was so the seats were behind this really rowdy section of the crowd that
Sweet.
chanted nonstop.
Season ticket
it was
holders
cool
and stuff.
I mean, and the vibe, I'm this does not it's not like this at football games. It's not like this at baseball games. As far as I know, it's not like this at basketball games for sure because that's inside. because these people waving huge flags, like huge, some of them are like Antifa, like anti-racist, anti-fascist, always Seattle, some straight up like 3 arrows,
Palestine.
like some real like actual, they had a gigantic Black Lives Matter thing, and I was like, well, it's like a day of protest, and Umberto's like, they're always here. They're always the people that are chanting for the team. There's a bunch of just, I was like thinking about soccer and soccer fandom, and like
Football.
even those sticks up their butts Brits, they get wild for their team. They love it. People are yelling. There's a lot of like singing chants that they have
that
they're
everyone knows in the stadium. Yeah.
It was fun. It was a short game too, compared to some other games. Like other. I mean, it didn't go into overtime or whatever they do.
Yeah. But compared to like going to American football game instead, or a baseball game. Good God.
A baseball game, which I like baseball.
Yeah.
But it was.
But they literally had to change the rules so that the games wouldn't go on so long.
Yeah, it was very fun. I would recommend it.
Yeah.
Especially if you can go for free.
Yeah.
But
highly recommend. I just hopped on the light rail without a ticket and went to my free seats in a great section.
I did. The light rail, however, there's a section of track being replaced. So it slowed it down. It's like a 10-day window that they're working on. It's supposed to be over this Wednesday. Last week, I was up like near the U district, which would normally be like 25 minutes or whatever.
District.
It took me an hour and a half to get home on the light rail because you had to change trains twice, which you never have to because it's just one line. But they can only go so far and go back on the same track. They can't like swap tracks or anything because one of them is out.
Huh.
So they have to be on the same track. And
you're like, what am I on a
25
city
minutes?
bus? An hour and a half.
It was really like, I'm like, man, that really puts it into perspective, I'd rather be sitting waiting for the light rail than being enslaved in the antebellum South. That's what I've been thinking.
Really puts things into perspective. It's like better that than sitting in bumper to bumper traffic, huh? You're like, well, better that than being chained down to a wooden ship on its way from West Africa. Whoa!
Like, okay, I guess I thought we all agreed.
Can't argue with that.
You're not wrong.
You can't. You can't argue with that.
And yet history books would try to paint a rosy picture to say some people were good to the people that they owned and controlled, some of them threw barbecues and let them get married and all
George
that
Washington
stuff.
freed all of his at the end of everything. After he used them.
Yeah, what a bummer.
It's a bummer, man.
But other than that, slavery, what a bummer. Read the book Homegoing and you'll be like, oof, I'm glad I'm not a slave.
Ringing endorsement.
No, I'm not trying to be glib. That is a good book.
Yes,
but the Sounders game was great.
Before.
Yeah. Way to not take things for granted. Taking my wonderful public transportation, I just sit on one train and I just get on for free. And if I do get caught, I'd be like, oops, sorry, I forgot.
Oops,
and
I'm
then
a
just
white
pay
woman.
$3. Yeah.
Oh no, where am I?
Oops, yeah. Oh, I did. I swear I did.
Like, we've seen you here like every day.
Yeah. No repercussions. Just like living a really nice life. I don't take it for granted. And that's, you know what? That's my contribution to this world is I enjoy my privilege.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
My contribution is I don't take it for granted. But it could be worse. Could be that our
pets' heads are falling off!
Well, we received, I don't know if you saw this, Natalie.
Death threat?
No, the opposite. Oh, we get those.
A life.
We do?
What's the opposite of a threat?
No, but I get doxxed online.
Yeah. A life promise?
I
Or a death threat?
I had someone. No, I don't think it was quite a death threat, but that wasn't for the show. That was just me. But I have been doxxed because of the show. Let's see. We got an email.
On YouTube? Oh.
We got an email. Obviously, a listener email. Hi, Inane. While enjoying the intriguing content of your podcast, I couldn't help but think about the fascinating discussions you'd have with Dr. Carol Lieberman, affectionately known as America's Psychiatrist. Imagine her taking your listeners on a journey through the psychological whirlwind of Trump Derangement Syndrome, TDS, and advocating for its recognition in the DSM. Your audience will be captivated by her take on this modern-day mass psychosis.
Oh my God. We should have her on the show.
I know. I forgot to respond.
They'll probably
Looks like she
want
came
us
twice.
to pay her, though.
Yeah, they emailed again. I hope this finds you in good spirits amid your busy schedule. Thought I'd nudge you gently again about the chance to feature Dr. Carol Lieberman on your podcast. It's like, for one, this is obviously
She's
written by
quite the dynamo.
AI, because it's like, you have not listened to our podcast. Why would this, if this was legit at all, why would you want to be on our show? You want Trump Derangement Syndrome in the DSM? Her ability to explore and critique leftist psychological tactics and scrutinize the media's impact on mental health issues often leads to fascinating insights. With her keen analysis and knack for making complex ideas approachable, I'm sure, your listeners might find fresh perspectives that challenge
Even
the usual
an idiot
rhetoric.
can understand her.
Says-
I'm like, I bet.
Carol, if you're listening to this,
And they do a little brag here. Plus, with 20,000 Twitter followers, she brings her own lively audience to amplify your reach. It's like, what? I mean, I don't have 20,000 followers, but I have several followers that have many more than that, and they're still nobodies. They're just people on Twitter that people know from being on Twitter. I don't know who Dr. Carol Lieberman is.
It says on her website that the
America's
Think
Psychiatrist.
Right PR.com.
Okay.
They're the media experts. They're the experts in public relations and media strategy. We have real long-term relationships with the media and the only PR agency with a proven track record of success or of results. We have even been thanked by President Trump.
No way.
So,
I saw in the first email, there's like, I believe she'd make headlines. She'd make headlines and leave a lasting impression on your listeners. It'd be fantastic to explore the possibility of having her as a guest. Recent interviews with Carol Lieberman, and they're both on Real America's Voice. And like, which it's like, have I even heard of that one? And I feel like I've seen that logo, but maybe it's just because all these right-wing things look the same. But this website is just fucked up, dude. It's so janky.
I'm looking at this one. I'm just like really interested in it. I'm sorry.
The truth about Trump Derangement Syndrome. And there's an 11-minute video. Faith and Freedom with Shemaine.
Why is it called Trump Derangement?
That's been around for a long time.
If she's like,
since like 2017 or whatever.
That libtards have Trump derangement syndrome.
That just everything is Trump's fault and everything Trump does is bad. They just have Trump derangement syndrome. Like everything you blame.
I've never heard that.
You've never heard that? Oh man.
New York Post comment section.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy, they love that shit.
You have TDS.
And I'm like, that's the Daily Show, TDS.
Yeah. Although now.
But also, it's like.
Yeah, really, the Daily Show. But I mean, I feel like I'm pretty sure there have been people in the current administration that have used the term Trump derangement syndrome in like official things at this point. It's so stupid.
I must have it because my first thought when I hear Trump derangement syndrome is that it's people that are obsessed with Trump.
Yeah, really. You guys have Trump derangement syndrome.
Yeah, or it's like he is his own kind of deranged. Like he is. It's like how affluenza exists.
Yeah.
Trump derangement syndrome.
It's like I don't have his type of derangement. I have my own special kind of derangement. I can't have his. He's a billionaire. That's just not even possible. He's a billionaire boomer.
Imagine if we could get maybe just like, well, maybe we can have a free consultation with this person and we can surreptitiously record it and just like drag them for content later and make fun of them and like go into it like go into it, like actually, I want to do a performance art piece, where I'm like, I'm a Jordan Klepper, I'm an Eric Andre, going under, and just like being a kind of, rude, but in a different way, not just like yelling at them,
Yeah. Well, who knows? Everything would probably go over this
them.
person's head. It's like, there's no way that this person could be a real doctor. But at the same time, it's like,
Jordan Peterson is a doctor.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Jordan Peterson's
a doctor of something.
True. But I mean, a psychiatrist.
You got a PhD. You can call yourself a doctor, right? Oh.
Yeah.
They say they're a psychiatrist.
Yeah. American psychiatrist.
Anyone can go get a doctorate. So.
Well.
That's very true.
Anyone with the means.
You take your classes often enough.
Dr. Phil.
You can take him over and over.
Dr. Phil. Well, that's because his last name's Phil and his first name's Doctor. So his name is Dr. Phil.
Oh,
the name's Phil. Dr. Phil. And then he has his white tuxedo on and he gets in the Aston Martin and drinks his martinis.
Dr. Phil. Yeah.
So I thought that was, maybe...
We're making it big.
Maybe
we can get some Russian asset money.
God,
coming in through.
Yeah, let's get
someone like
caught
this.
up with the State Department. But
right now, it's like
Tim
who fucking
Pool.
cares? They're like, hey, buddy.
Yeah,
Can we wait till I'm back in the States before we do that? That'd be great.
Yeah, true.
Yes.
Why? You want to be stuck here instead of over there? Okay.
I guess.
I mean, we can hang out with you right now.
My dog is there.
Oh, yeah,
still,
true.
So.
That's a good point. Okay,
I need to get him out.
Googling,
at least.
can you ship dogs to Vietnam? Will they take care of my dog?
This is so funny.
Sure.
Courier service.
This is like the thing that's in her email is like her PR firm that's who's writing these or whatever the PR firm she uses or they're from there or whatever this combination is.
It's her preferred.
It just is
preferred.
It is just so funny. It's like if this is real, it's like just really interesting. Crisis management, we understand that a crisis can strike at any time and that managing it effectively is crucial to preserving your reputation and achieving your goals. We've worked with high-profile individuals like Roger Stone. It's like,
really?
Didn't he go to prison? Like,
yeah, the guy that dresses like a Batman villain and went to jail?
I wish you could see like the pictures that they use on here of the people they use. It's like, look at
Oh, God.
We are the media What?
Gotta post that in the show notes.
Well, whatever. I just opened this. Oh, okay. It just hadn't loaded yet. So it just said it was
zero
sitting here on the. Yeah, it said zero
I
media
wanted to
bookings,
screenshot that.
0 A-list political influencers, 0 satisfied customers.
I know. I wanted to screenshot it and I missed it.
Oh man, darn. I'll have to.
They have the guy. They represented the guy who had Hunter Biden's laptop at the laptop repair shop.
The blind dude
in Delaware. Look at. Oh,
you
come
got
on.
Your blur on. So maybe here I'll.
Well, anyways, he
puts her face
Scottish
closer to the camera.
Yeah, I'm like, come on. Can you see that he wears like a little hat like that? That's gonna be the client that you're gonna.
He wears a little
talk
hat
about. He looks like
that.
a golfer from the 1800s or whatever.
Just a weird little guy.
And
he's like, you're gonna post him on your front page. I don't know. It just is like a RFK is on here. I
think this is just for a window. I was gonna try to just share the page in the
Roger
video
Stone.
and be like a cool streamer. Oh, here we go. Let's see. ThinkRightPR.com.
I also just love. I love that she's like, I'm trying to get this into the DSM, and it's like,
how do you do that? By going on podcasts?
By going on an unknown podcast that has like 30 listeners.
Well, if enough people talk about it, like that's not how the DSM works, my guy.
Let's see. So for those on,
we just get
the
PR out there.
Yeah.
See, 55,450 plus media bookings. See, real media relationships. We don't rely on flimsy connections or generic PR software to send pitches. I highly doubt that.
Your
literally
website
put
looks
you-
other's. Yeah.
Well, your email
they
to
literally
me looks
put us
otherwise.
into they put us into a literal like an email cadence
Like
that's like automated.
Yeah.
To a right, it's like they say they're for right-wing people, and it's like we're exactly the opposite of your target. Anyone who would listen to us literally fucking hates Donald Trump so much, and we say conservatives are mentally ill. I don't think you guys are like hand-picking us or be like, this is
We
our
have
target
Trump
audience.
derangement syndrome. Like, what is this
Yeah.
going to be? A therapy session that
Yeah,
I would
an
love that.
coming on for? Yeah. And it's like, yeah, you said Roger Stone and General Flynn. It's like both of these people and know how to manage hostile media and pivot to create opportunities for positive coverage. Oh, yeah, there's so much positive
how to
coverage
lie.
of
Yeah.
General Flynn lately. Oh, boy. I guess, you know what? Maybe there isn't because he dropped him. And so,
Or maybe he's like, that's why there's nothing out there, because he's got good PR. He's
oh,
like,
yeah.
"Stop
Haven't heard about
talking
him in a
about
while,
me."
huh? It's like, yeah, as far as I know, he hasn't, like, committed any treasonous crimes lately. Let's see. Our successes. This must have been what you were looking at, huh? Oh, my God. Yeah, I see the guy with the hat on.
With the
He
hat, I know.
That looks like he has some sort of derangement syndrome. John Paul Mac Isaac on Tucker Carlson. Oh, boy. Fox
Because
News.
he had Hunter Biden's laptop.
Oh, that's that guy. Yeah,
their
yeah.
star client. It's like, well, I've literally never fucking heard his name before, so I don't know if you're trying to do like PR for him. You did a bad job.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
He's
don't,
actually got his
I
own
don't even
podcast now.
recognize this goofy motherfucker, and I feel like I
And
would.
he's
you
wearing
know?
this hat in every interview on this page.
I know.
There's 3 thumbnails. 4. There's 4 of them.
Is Pete Hegseth interviewing in one of them?
Oh, let's see
Probably.
here. We got Roger Stone. Yeah, let's see. Okay. On Will Kane. Well, I don't know, because it's not all Fox News. We got Tucker on here, but one of these is Judge Napolitano on Newsmax, and with the chyron underneath saying Fox News goes woke in all caps. So you've got
Who's
that.
Judge Napolitano?
Oh, he was on.
Oh, he's that guy.
yeah,
never mind.
yeah. He was on Fox
Oh.
News.
That's right. You know who? Wait, I just wanted a quick aside. I don't know how into Fox News, the Fox News universe you guys are, but do you know, man, Umberto and I love this woman, Maria
guys-
Bartiromo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
America's Wine
know.
Mom.
So-
What is it? Are those
Yes.
the ads on the page?
no,
That's
no.
the CEO.
Nice.
That
Now
is
that
amazing.
is a company I trust.
Is that Catherine
Going-
or whatever?
Is that the woman who's been emailing me?
That's Chris.
All
that's
right.
Kristen Davis. Think
That's
right,
Kristen
CEO.
Davis.
That is
Yeah.
the so-called woman who's emailing me. So it looks like an AI email written by an AI person with a stock photo. No, no, she looks
That's
like Fox
some
News
wild-
material.
Wild extensions, wild filler.
She
for
doesn't
someone.
have. She doesn't have Maria Bartiromo's charm. I'll tell you that much
Oh.
because I want to just touch on that really quick. She's the best. She always seems drunk and like kind of like just like flighty. Like her hair's like always a little messy. Her glasses always seem like in the wrong place to me, and she's like kind of just like looking around,
Oh,
like
man.
kind of like, well, what are you gonna do? Like she
yeah,
just seems like
she
someone's
looks like she's
drunk
about
aunt.
to throw wine in
She's-
someone's face at
She's
every
so
moment.
stupid and funny. She cracks me up. Oh my gosh. I can just like imagine her being a person in real life and just being like complaining. She's like a New Yorker or whatever she is, you know, and just like, well, what are you gonna do? And she just kind of slurs her words sometimes. I want to be here for Halloween, honestly.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you want to take like the what's her name, Aubrey Plaza, the April April Ludgate on
Ludgate.
Parks and Rec. Like, she'd be like, I love her and I want her to be my mom, kind of thing, you know? It's like, she's amazing.
Yeah.
She's horrible. She's a horrible human being.
I know.
Yeah. She's messy and terrible. Yeah.
Yes. She is messy.
One of
She
these
just seems like it. I bet she has a DUI. That's all I can say. She seems like it. Because we know Janine
Probably has
Pirro
more
got
than one.
Yeah.
Oh, who? Wait. Who? That's
Janine Pirro?
That's what we were talking about, right?
We're talking about Maria Bartiromo.
Oh, Maria Bartiromo. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh, I was thinking of Janine Pirro this whole time.
Janine Pirro
No,
is
Maria
like
Bartiromo. That's right. Yeah.
She's like, I think she's so fucking funny. She just cracks me up.
Yes.
Janine Pirro would be, if she was satire, like the most brilliant piece of satire. I feel like
she's insane.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Maria
of Janine Pirro.
Bartiromo
Yeah.
is just like,
no, Maria.
yeah.
That's true. Yeah. She does seem even more drunk. Like Janine Pirro seems
Yes.
like the
Angry drunk.
the angry wine mom, but Maria Bartiromo seems drunk.
She seems like
Yeah.
she would be on like Housewives
Like she's-
of whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's just been resigned to this. And so she's just picking fights with people because
And she's
what else
always-
is she going to do?
She always seems kind of confused, though. She seems like she's got more of a confused aura
Yeah.
about her, and I think that makes her more likable because she's not quite so mean and self-righteous.
Oh,
she's
yeah.
just kind of stupid and drunk.
Yeah.
And like, so I mean, her glasses are kind of like
Yeah.
always like a little bit.
Well, what do you mean
seem
by that?
Askew.
Well,
Yeah.
what do you mean by that?
What do you? Yeah. Like her hair like messy or something. Like
Yeah.
she woke up from a nap before her interview or something. She's like, okay, get it together, Maria.
Maria Bartiromo. Let's see here.
Did you guys know she's married to a son of a
Kristen
billionaire?
Davis? He's a son of
No,
a
Maria-
billionaire.
Maria Bartiromo.
No.
Maria Bartiromo. Bartiromo.
Bartiromo.
Yeah, what's with these like how
people marrying rich
psychotic
people?
no. How psychotic you have to be already set so you're like you get the chance to like do what you want to do and you're
Ego.
doing Fox News propaganda like Tucker Carlson, like it's like yeah, that must be pure ego. Yeah, is
And
the
boredom.
propaganda organic? Yeah, just all of these
Head bonk to individuals.
just going like all over the airwaves. But yeah,
But that's what happens when you have too much money, though, and you like they just have too much, and they're not very like creative, so they're not going to spend their time.
Yeah.
You know what they're not going
It's
to
like,
read?
why aren't you,
they're
like,
not going to read a book on
refinishing-
slavery. No.
but well, like, why aren't you refinishing a sailboat or something like that?
Okay,
Like,
so she got her Bachelor of Arts in Journalism and Economics, met her husband at college, and got married after college.
which college?
And I bet you anything,
Harvard.
No, she went to which college? No.
NYU?
Oh, nice. Drunk witch college.
NYU.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing too with all of those psycho Fox News people. They all
I
live
bet-
in New York City. They're all from New York City. And it's like they are the coastal elites. Big time.
They go
It's
to
just
Harvard.
constant. Yeah. They go
And
to
you
the
bet what?
Ivy League schools. Oh yeah.
I don't know. I could just see there being like some kind of like, if you're gonna marry this person, you have to have a job, and they're like, we'll get you a job at CNN.
Yeah.
Fox News, yeah.
Well, she
It's
was
like-
wasn't she
it's
at
such a
CNN
do-nothing
before
job.
Fox News? She was on
She started at
Bartiromo?
CNN.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. She used to not be as fucking sloppy. It seemed like, yeah, I remember when you made the change. Like, I remember seeing her. I was like, God, she's a little crazy now. Like, because she was on Fox News. So it's like, I guess that's the setup, so whatever. But they're still just sitting around, just saying,
Nothing like a good New York slice.
and just asking other rich people, if they agree that.
Nothing like a good New York slice.
You guys,
That is
I'm
so
sorry, I'm on
true.
her Wikipedia page. Joey Ramone.
Too loud. Okay. Of
I'm
the
too loud, or-
Ramones.
No.
Yes, of the Ramones. Developed a friendship with Bartiromo after his band broke up in the late 90s. He wrote a song titled Maria Bartiromo, and it was on his
Bartiromo, Bartiromo.
posthumously
posthumously.
released album posthumously.
Mm-hmm.
Did not know.
Let's play the song right now.
That is really. See, this is the thing about Maria Bartiromo.
Because I look at that
There's
and I'm like, oh yeah, it seems pretty creepy.
She has deep lore.
She's funny.
Yeah.
Like I'm like she's like someone's crazy, weird, like kind of eccentric ADHD drunk ass. Like she just is like. She kind of bounced around. What are you like?
She's got
like,
ant
Come
energy.
on, do this. Like if you're at your house, I bet she would be kind of a good host, but chaotic. Like be like, no, come on, sit down, come on, and like kind of like a pushy drunk, but not.
It's like it was
mean.
fun.
Exactly.
It was fun, and the food was good. The
was
dog did take a shit in my shoes, but I was over at Maria's
Hey,
house.
what are you gonna do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I lost my cell phone.
She keeps you there extra long, maybe, or something
Yeah,
like that.
exactly.
But it's like pouring you wine and making sure eat. Come on.
Yeah.
Like let's go. No, let's go outside.
You're
or
finally
whatever.
at the point where you're wondering, like, it's like, does she just not want to be alone, or is she just that? Is she just in her own world right now?
I think she's in her own world.
Exactly. Where it's hitting that time threshold where it's like, should we just go?
Yeah. And she's like, no, I'm going to be doing this and blah, blah, blah. And she just seems like, like a weird aunt to me. But,
She does. She was hired by Roger Ailes
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
I bet.
Personally.
in 93. Anyway, sorry. I'm obsessed now.
93. Yeah, she's been on for a while. She's 57.
She was hired to take over the stock market exchange floor or whatever.
Dang, in 93?
Take over the stock market.
So she was 26 years old. Maybe 25.
What happens when you're cute.
And
offense,
Roger
Maria,
Ailes
but
is in
don't
charge.
get the brains for you for that job.
Hey, she had a bachelor's in economics.
Well, also, at some point, people started calling her... People started calling her the money honey, and apparently she didn't like it because she felt like it was speaking against her credibility in finance.
Yeah.
As a financial journalist, and then eventually she actually trademarked it and did a kids a line of kids toys to teach about money.
You know what?
The money honey.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Capitalism is bad.
That's all I'm gonna say.
That
just turn around and be like,
so
fine, I'll just trademark it and make money off of it. That's
Well,
what the money
it did take
honey
her about
would do.
10 to be fair, it took her 10-ish years to go from being called the money honey to her being like, okay, I
They
guess
wore
I'll
her
try
down.
to go this route. It was 2007 when she filed the trademark applications, and when they started calling her that, it was in the mid-90s. So it's like...
Now everyone knows the money honey is a household name. So
She wants to use that PR firm.
I read all of her books.
Maria Money Honey.
Yeah, Money Honey, Maria Bartiromo.
Nice. I love hearing more lore about my queen.
Yes. Imagine going to someone's house and they just have nothing but books by Maria Bartiromo on their
Money Honey. Yeah. Man. That's so funny. Yeah, she just strikes me as kind of like a dumb person, like the way that she talks to Trump or whatever. So I kind of just it feels like
what a grift.
She
they
can't
all have
know better.
They all have books. They all have books. Who reads these fucking books? She wrote 2 books in 2010, one in 2011, and one in 2020. In 2020, imagine reading this. It's so serious. Like the cover. It's called The Cost. Trump, China, and America's Revival. Or An American Revival. Maria Bartiromo and James Freeman. It's 2020 book. Who's reading this?
Who would read that, truly?
What are you doing with your time? Literally, play video games or something. What are you doing reading this book? Go on a walk.
You have
Talk to your
nothing.
kids.
Yeah, you have nothing if you're reading a book by Maria Bartiromo about...
Called The Cost.
Yeah, trade wars. Read Mein Kampf. Read anything like other than why that
Mein
has
Kampf is a
some
pretty shitty
historical
book.
significance, though. You know, it like this is like the most nothing I can imagine. Honestly,
The cost?
that's
4.8 star rating on Amazon. 4.1 on
maybe
Goodreads.
her skill is in writing and not journalism because I've seen her in interviews and it's not impressive.
Wow. The world needs a strong America, and America needs an economic revival after the coronavirus season of shutdowns. What a horrible sentence. Can the playbook that resulted in the greatest job market in history put Americans back to work? Oh, boy. No. That's not what happened.
That.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Humberto.
We can see you.
Imby.
Kind of.
Wait, hand up.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Then we
Here,
can see
come
in the
to
background.
Move a little bit.
Everyone that's listening on the show can also see
Oh,
them in the background. Once again, the health and wealth of the world depend on U.S. leadership for economic revival. This is the story of the man U.S. voters chose to lead in 2016. Okay, calm down. Didn't even win the popular vote. And will soon consider to lead again. So it's just some book that you put out during the election season, because it's 2020, and it has Trump in the title, and you just squeeze out some book sales from
like how many
dopes that are like, I like her. I like seeing her smoky eye on the TV.
How many do you think you'd have to sell to like make a profit?
I don't know. It's like, do any of these books, it's like money laundering. Maybe it's really cheap to publish them at a certain point. Because, I mean, think about it, like low book sales, but they have this name recognition and stuff. Imagine they sell like 20,000 books. I mean, how much is it costing them to make these books, you know? I don't know.
I don't think it costs that much, especially because they have like, it's the whole economic engine of like the right wing, whatever, like media, right wing media. They literally just have this whole like infrastructure built out to like churn this stuff out, and it's cheaper. Like it's just cheap when they have able to do it in bulk anyway.
Yeah. And they buy them themselves.
They can promote it.
They probably have. She probably has a garage full of these books for one thing that she bought.
Maybe.
But it's like in that how. I think it was Amazon, right, had to eventually change how they did their book bestsellers list and stuff like that, because the New York Times is a little more they actually look at specifics a little bit more, so you can't just go and, you know, Elon Musk can't just write a book, buy 1 million copies of his own and be like, all right, it's number 1 on the New York Times bestseller list. But Amazon, you could totally do that. Just some right-winger at Fox News puts out his book, Fox News and, some fucking moneyed group, the Heritage Foundation says, all right, we're going to buy 100,000 copies because it's just part of the propaganda push. It's just worth this investment to sink however much money to put Sean Hannity's book or whatever, number 1 bestseller on Amazon for weeks on end or something. So you constantly see right-wing trash books like about fucking voter fraud and QAnon shit, like in the, like that level of stuff. Oh man, the Laptop from Hell, that book sold a lot. I mean, that's maybe that PR firm was behind it.
Yeah.
I remember Nick Mullen talking about reading that book.
I've never seen someone like unironically like critique or like do a review of a book and like it. But that's what I mean. Yeah, like there's Jenny Nicholson and all those, but they're like, yeah, we're like dragging them. We're dunking on these conservatives and stuff because their writing is shitty and awful, and their points are stupid and whatever. And it's fun, but I wonder what it would be
and
like
it's a great way to stay in
listen
shape.
to, someone who does like an actual like review of these and what they would say. I feel like that would be funny. Like someone outside of the
Yeah.
Fox News sort of Heritage Foundation universe, like just like a regular content creator kind of. But I don't know if that
How?
I guess that's like what Danae is
possible?
saying is like that pipeline is really like they can promote each other like within that conservative space.
Right.
Like there's a lot of ways to like get your buddies that agree with you and stuff, like you're platformed in your community. I feel like there's like it's a lot more like centralized because you got the Daily Wire and you got the
Yeah.
Heritage Foundation and all of these,
And all these
like
ones
they're
that you haven't even
interconnected and
heard
getting
of.
it to
They have
Yeah,
millions and millions of dollars.
So I wonder if there are like, if we could hack anyways, a content creator, like a regular old low level nobody, we could dox the shit out of it. No, I'm just kidding. But just like, I would wonder what people would think about those kinds of books because it's like, yeah, who the fuck is reading these?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Genuinely, like I would love to hear that you read Sean Hannity's book and like had some sort of thoughts about it.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look here. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, Sean Hannity, maybe. There might be some legitimate reviewers out there. I mean, who's going to like it? I don't know. Because even if it's okay writing and stuff, and they, put in the work, and they have, writers with them, and they do all that, and it's like, it's still probably pretty shallow. Like, what are you writing about? Literally, you're writing about conservatism. Like, what's there to say? Like, I mean, it's just like things aren't as good, and they need to go back to being good. Bill O'Reilly made millions of dollars doing this. Man, this is where it like started. I feel like Bill O'Reilly.
I would agree.
I mean, or at least in the way that it is now, because I mean, they would do it. There's even the joke on The Simpsons back when. Oh my gosh, I'm failing. Whatever the analog to Rush Limbaugh is in that universe, I love that guy. And Homer says, "There's something about it. He really speaks to me." And it goes to him in the studio. He's like eating and wiping his mouth and goes back to the microphone. But it's like there's and now back to the so-and-so show, author of the well-selling book. Author of the well-selling book, Only Turkeys Have Left Wings, or something. It's like that sort of thing. They'd put these out. I mean, there's political books.
Like Glenn Beck.
Yeah.
I feel like during his heyday and stuff, like
Glenn Beck.
But what? Yeah, it's
Bill
like nowadays.
O'Reilly.
Wait, I wanted to just imagine for a second, like right wing, like people on the right. Like imagine Joe Rogan writing a book. That's so funny.
It's like, and it's crazy because it's like. Yeah, you can't even imagine him writing a book, and he has thousands of hours of dialogue and podcasts that, like,
so meaningless.
It's like it's billions of listens at this point to his show in general. Like, it's done so much. Like, the guy who is like the number one radio guy in the world, right? Because he's like the number one podcaster, and who they say could have, in some ways, helped swing the election to Trump. You can't even fathom him writing a book that would make any sense. It's like that guy. The guy who's been literally hit in the head over and over again and hosts UFC stuff. Let's see what, okay. If we go to The Cost, Trump, China, and American Revival, and let's take a look at these customer reviews. Robin E., let's see. So these are a little too straightforward. She asks the tough questions and is relentless until she gets answers. And now I'm just imagining your description of her, just like glasses askew, just real relentless.
Glass of wine.
Yeah. Her book, The Cost, is a great
so
read.
Interesting.
I enjoyed every minute of it and found it to be very enlightening. It's disgusting. The deep state has not been held to account for their actions. Frightening, actually. Maria is the standard all journalists should be measured against. Oh my God. I don't even know. Does she consider herself a journalist? She's a television host. Journalists do journalism. That's not what she does.
She used to be in journalism.
I was going to say, she used to, right? For sure. Until they just kept laughing her out sexistly, calling her the money honey, and it made her dance around in front of Roger Ailes or whatever she had to go through, have this 40-year television gig. I guess it's not that.
Yeah,
It'd
but
be
she
so
put up with it
interesting
just
to
so she could be in a
see-
position to put down other women and make sure they die because they can't get an abortion. Way to go, Maria. Girl, she's a girl. She loves other girls. She's a girl's girl.
She girl bossed. Girl bossed really close to the sun.
Yeah.
Girl
way to
boss
make
too close to the sun.
Sexism made you a worse person. You were oppressed and you decided, you know what? I don't really give a shit if other people have to go through what I'll go through. I'm going to get mine.
I'm going to pull up the
You guys
ladder.
can fucking suck off.
Yeah. You can
And
suck
fuck
and
off.
fuck
Yeah.
off. And fucking suck off. Suck off, fucko. And
Glug, glug, glug.
Shut the
That's
hell
probably
up,
why she's an
bitch.
alcoholic.
Yeah, exactly.
I am saying that is true for a fact.
And she's an alcoholic. Every right before the camera comes on, she's in the mirror, just like downing a drink, telling herself in the mirror,
You're ugly. You're disgusting. I'm going to kill you.
You're the money honey.
yeah, money honey.
I hope you get ass cancer and die,
You're
you
still
son
the
of a
money,
bitch.
honey.
So I was looking at these.
That's what I see. She's like in tears, like, you got it, money honey.
Oh no! Oh God! Ugh.
I know.
Get really sad.
Yeah. Even
That's what you get.
telling us to stop doing what we're trying to do.
I'm trying to put her down. Okay. Mm-hmm. Like a dog.
Hey, I'm saying she got what she deserved.
Oh yeah. So if you're looking at reviews on Amazon, so you got, of course, most of them are. I mean, it's like 4.8. So people buy it, they give it 5 stars. I mean, it's a book for its intended audience. It's not really going to escape containment, So literally 0 1-star reviews, 0 2-star reviews. 4% of these are 3-star reviews. And I'm trying to... I'm sorry. And so... I'm sorry, but there are 2 reviews that have 3 stars. And the first one is 3 stars. Title, book. And the entire review is... information a bit overwhelming, but interesting. Maria Bartiromo's book was too overwhelming for you. You need to go somewhere else, buddy. All right, James. And that he left this review in August of last year. This is like a campaign book from 2020. Has nothing to do with it. That Donald Trump lost the election after this came out. It's like, will this roadmap lead to his success again? Will he get America back, to winning? And instead, he took it during the 2024 election. He's like, you know what? Maybe this will work. I guess this roadmap to economic success is going gangbusters right now. Because we've got, pausing our tariffs. If I don't know if any listeners like to engage in any commerce on eBay.com.
What's that?
It's my
What's that? That's eBay? I've never. Can you tell me more
Maria,
about that?
calm down, Maria.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So, it's my favorite bay that's on the internet is eBay. Mm-hmm. But man, so many things they at least in the stuff that I look at, there's like car parts and stuff like that, just plastered all over. Buy it now before the tariffs kick in. Buy it now. It's like, because all this stuff comes from China and China or just anywhere outside of the United States, really. But, I mean, the entire... You talk about what it would sound like to have an honest reviewer, an honest, objective reviewer, right, of a book like Sean Hannity's or Maria Bartiromo's or Judge Janine. See, that's what we should look at. But we could do a Chapo reading series on Judge Janine's book. It's like Inane Blather canceled after all 3 hosts kill selves. And
Yeah.
we got together to read the book.
Jeez.
Her bibliography, or what is it? When you have like, you're not like your discography, but for books you've written.
Oh, yeah. Just your list of books you wrote.
Oh, right. I always forgot.
Notable works.
Yeah.
Is it like an auto? Is it like an auto bibliography? Maybe.
No, I think that's
don't know.
that was like an air conditioning system in old Buicks.
Oh yeah.
Turn on the
That's
auto
right.
bibliography, and the rear window goes down.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, list of books someone wrote.
Oh my god.
Now it's
And it's
bothering
like, here's all the
me.
books that Charles Dickens wrote.
It's called a
Yeah.
bibliography. Yeah.
Hey, that's how motherfucking smart I am. God.
Wow.
You're so fucking smart.
Look at these fucking people on Reddit. r/books. Get away from me. God.
Book.
You read so much more than I ever will, and I hate to see that.
Yeah.
Reading
I bet those
all
people are
of an author's
insufferable.
work. Patricia
I
A.
hate when people read.
McKillop, Kazuo
I wonder if there's an
Ishiguro,
r/Maria Bartiromo.
Camus, Vonnegut, r/Maria Bartiromo. Maria Bartiromo. Yeah, and it's just going to be pictures of her legs on Fox News because it's Reddit.
Ooh.
Let's see. No, I guess this is Fox News. There's Fox Fiction. It's some sort of snarky Reddit for libs, I would guess. Let's see. In the news
Dead
8 months
air.
ago. Well, hey, I'm not the only one on the show. No, no, I guess there isn't.
only one that keeps
We
talking.
could be. We could start the. We could start the Mario Bartiromo.
Bartirama. Yeah.
Maria.
We could start the Maria Bartiromo fan club subreddit.
I think we could have some cute stuff. She's very dumb.
We get
and
some
it's really
dumb,
endearing, so-
sass, some learning moments. Oh, I was gonna say, you talk about honest reviewers of like these books. I would like to know. It's like if only you could get an honest review from Maria Bartiromo, someone who went to school for economics and started off her journalism days doing Wall Street reporting, what she thinks about the Trump economic plan. Like, be real. Like, I just don't understand.
Yeah.
I mean...
If it was someone else's name on that, if it was Joe Biden's fucking tariffs, imagine how...
God.
Oh my God.
Anyone.
And suddenly they have an understanding of the economy.
If it was a different Republican doing it, to be honest, it's like, talk about Trump derangement syndrome, you know? But it's like, things like Fox Business, I mean, they get away with perpetuating this lie to just the public at large that economics and money and stuff is really complex and complicated and stuff. It's not. It's like purposefully obfuscated so that you don't bother yourself with it and you just listen to us. And when we say it's good, it's good. And when we say it's bad. That's it. We're the ones making money over here. You're the one losing it. What are you going to say anyway? So it's like, just to like, these people that actually know something about markets and economics that go on these shows and just lie. Like, it drives me nuts. It's disgusting. I mean, it's one thing if you're lying about, like, illegal immigrants, and stuff. I mean, we can all get on board with that, right? We can send them all to El Salvador. But no, but it's such a slimy little thing that really adds on to this perpetually moving forward, hegemon or whatever. It's just like ingrained. Everyone just lets it wash over them because these schmucks on TV tell them, yeah, well, actually, this is how the economy works, and today it's good. You better want lower taxes for the rich because that's good for you. And people believe stuff like this because that's what the economist on TV says, and that's what they've said for 40 years. Because
people believe stuff
they just
like
lie
that because they think Maria Bartiromo's take on the economy is too intense.
Yes,
and overwhelming.
Yeah, that's true. Book. That's I mean, it's a concise review, I guess.
That's what it is. It's a book.
Good job.
It's a book.
So
he's like, there were way too many words in it.
Well, we're at time here, but I wanted to tell you guys this anyways, and I want to recommend this to listeners who haven't seen it yet and people who haven't seen a show on HBO called Common Side Effects. I would recommend it. It's animated, and it's about big pharma.
And it's about the rapper
mushrooms,
Common.
And it's, I would recommend it. I think you guys would really like it. And watch it. So, Common Side Effects.
Common Side Effects. Inane Blather is sponsored by
Common Side Effects.
Max.
You can see it on HBO. I mean, Max. Yeah. Max!
It's sponsored by Max!
Fetch my cloak.
Featuring Common Side Effects. A new show from
Ryuta
Miramax.
It's a Mike Judge show.
It's Adult Swim.
It's Adult Swim. It's on Max. Mike Judge is in it. The woman from Baskets, that friend that he makes, she has like a coyote and stuff.
Really?
She's in it. I was like, who is this? And I looked it up. I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't heard her in a long time.
Yes.
I think you guys would just really like it. It's
harrowing, cheeky,
recommended,
and gripping.
Yes, it is. I think it makes you think. It's one of that, kind of thing.
That's cool.
So,
still 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put
really
this
some cool,
on
interesting animation.
the list.
And I like the character design, great voice acting, and it is like there's like parts of dramatic. It's got like violence. It's about capitalism, kind of in the healthcare industry, big pharma.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, if it's big pharma, but how it corrupts
environmentalism, kind of some stuff in there. But I think you'll just like it. So with that,
okay,
that's
Natalie.
my recommendation. Ooh,
Okay.
Okay, Natalie.
Okay, we see you.
This is politics. Suck my dick, idiot.
Okay.
Well, and everyone out there, shout out to all of our listeners. Shout out to
All of
Aaron
them.
Brown and Olive, our new listener named Olive. No.
All
Shout
of
out
them.
to everyone. And just remember, if you're sitting around with your thumb up your ass, how could you possibly think you were doing nothing? It just doesn't make sense. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Love you.
That's
Bye.
something. Okay. Shout out to everybody. Love you. Bye, Aaron Brown.
Love you. Bye.
Okay. Bye.